Oh, I thought he was gonna hate it. I didn't think it was worth murdering someone over. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Lips Reaction channel. I'm Lips, and today we are watching House of Dragon Season 1, Episode 3, titled The Second of His Name. Okay. Alright, the second of his name. Let's get into it. If you want full-length reactions to this episode, any other House of Dragon episode, any of the Game of Thrones episodes, any movie reaction you see over here, and more, go check out the Patreon for all that full-length reaction content so you can watch along with me. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the episode. Is that a seahorse? Mermaid horse? So this must be the sea serpent.
House Valerian is coming for you! The sea snake will have your foxy fucking head! No, no, no!
Oh, is House Valerian the sea snake? Oh.
Fuck you, Prince Rhaenyra! Fuck your whole mother!
Prince Rhaenyra? Oh shit. Wow, he gets to be a hero.
Here, my prince! Save me!
Oh!
Come out, Rhaenyra!
So we know enough about this to know their actual name? Like we were just sitting back doing nothing? That is a bit wild. Oh. He's alive. He's alive.
He has your hair, your grace.
He does have my hair.
He has your eyes, your grace.
Yes, he does.
Oh, shit. Wait, how long has it been? 2 years?
It is Aegon's second name day. His infancy is behind him. It only remains for
Aegon.
Viserys to name him heir to the throne.
I wouldn't be so sure.
He's the king's firstborn son.
I don't know that his grace sees it so clearly.
Then it lies with you to make him see it.
The matter of the Stepstones is regrettably urgent.
It's been 3 years. It can wait another 3 days.
Yikes.
Daemon and the sea snake started their war without his grace's leave. Were he to intervene now, after so long, it would make the crown appear weak.
Can someone tell me where in the 7 hells Rhaenyra might be?
Under the dragon's eye.
Oh, she's reading that book alone now. She used to be so close to Alicent.
You may go, Samuel. You are to stay by order of the princess. The queen commands you to leave the Godswood at once.
Ouch.
Princess.
Yikes.
Is it the king's command? Yes, but Then at once, your grace. But it needn't be. None of it needs be this way in truth, Rhaenyra.
Oh, Alicent. It needs to be, though. It needs to be.
The whole of our family off to celebration and adventure in the King's Wood.
Ooh. The road is bumpy. Says a lot.
You will be with your own child sooner than later. You should ride out with me today.
All screw like children when they're being slaughtered. I find it discomforting.
It's a hunt, Rhaenyra.
Yes, and she doesn't want to be here.
How would you like to participate?
I'm not sure why I must.
Because you are my daughter, the princess.
Is she still the heir?
I'm sorry?
As I am ceaselessly reminded.
You would need to be reminded if you ever attended to.
No one's here for me.
You know who'd be there for her in a second? Daemon!
Here's to his grace on his second name day.
Oh. That is sad.
My lord husband says that no king has ever been able to tame the Stepstones for long. It's an inhospitable place suited only for savages.
Perhaps the princess can give us some insight.
Can she?
I've never been to the Stepstones.
Your dear uncle is the great mind behind this war.
I wouldn't know. I've not spoken to Daemon in years.
Since you supplanted him as heir.
Daemon made his choices, Lady Kira. The princess was more suited to the role.
Alicent had her back.
Men and clear out the triarchy for good.
But the crown is not at war.
The crown is at war, princess. Though your father refuses to admit it, we've been dragged into it by your uncle and the sea snake.
And how have you served the one with late Lady Red Wine, wait and cake?
Wow. Damn. Oh, she's cold. I thought she was gonna be really good with people, but she's really standoffish.
I want a princess. Was your own second name day as grand as this?
Oh.
I honestly don't recall, and neither will Aegon.
Yeah, but it's not about that.
A twin serves on my father's council.
Thailand is frightfully dull.
Thailand is quite a name.
No, the King's Wood. It's a fine hunting ground. But the best sport is to be found at Castle Rock, near my home.
You're trying to invite her to your home.
It's been said that if one were to stand in the tower, on a perfect day, one could see clear across the sunset sea.
It must be quite something.
I don't have a dragon pit, of course, but I do have the means and resources to build one.
Oh, he is making a move.
To house dragons, of course. I'd do anything for my queen. Or lady wife.
Oh, damn, he was smooth with it, actually. If she marries, she could become quite powerful. She doesn't want that, though. She wants to stand on her own name.
Is that what I am to you?
Ooh.
A prize to proffer about to the great houses.
Uh-oh.
Jason Lannister's an excellent match.
He's arrogant and self-serious.
Well, I thought you might have that in common.
Oh, wow.
But you've refused me at every turn.
That is because I do not wish to get married.
Even I do not exist above tradition and duty, Rhaenyra.
Excuse me, Your Grace.
Yeah. Very interesting that she understood that he would have to marry again, but she doesn't. It sucks, but
yes,
she understood it pretty easily for her father.
Of a white hart.
A white hart.
Of the King's Wood, Your Grace, a regal portent for Prince Aegon's name day.
Oh. Oh, and she's gone.
Princess, wait!
At least he's going after her, but...
Princess!
Ooh.
Trying to sell me off to Jason Lannister. Was I named heir to the Iron Throne so that I might only further raise the standing of a Lord of Castle Rock?
That's... Sorry, it's just funny because of where the Lannisters end up.
Were you ever betrothed to Kristen?
Before I spoke my vows as a knight of the King's Guard, I could have married a common-born girl had I wished.
How lucky you are to have a say in your own life.
Many in the realm would gladly trade positions with you, Princess.
Only because none of them has ever held my position.
She has forgotten a lot. Talked over. Made decisions made for her.
Still fresh.
Between 2 and 3 hours, Your Grace.
Ew.
My best scout spied him. The beast is upward of 35 stone.
Wow.
Before the dragons ruled over Westeros, White Hart was the symbol of royalty in these lands.
I've never been one for signs of importance, Your Grace, but if the gods did wish to show their favor...
Look, buddy. You are pushing your agenda in such a beautifully manipulative way. It's good, but I see through you. That's kind of lonely up there.
I had this forged in the Golden Gallery in honor of Prince Aegon.
Wow, they are really laying it on thick.
It's quite a thing. I hope it might provide the killing stroke against your white hart, king of the King's Wood. It's as if the Seven themselves have blessed this day.
It's quite a powerful message.
I would be honored to take the Princess Rhaenyra to wife, Your Grace.
Yeah, well, she don't fucking want
But I
you.
offer you the crown and your daughter the strength.
You're gonna need to offer more than that.
If someone offered you more dragons, would you not take them? Castle Rock is a splendid seat. Rhaenyra may take her place there by my side without shame and feel herself well compensated for her loss in station. If you were to name young Aegon heir, Your Grace.
And when would I be doing that?
Many of us had assumed.
Many of us, you say? Have your bannermen questioned my choice of heir?
Ooh.
Sworn duty to report rebellion stirring in my kingdom. I did not decide to name Rhaenyra my heir on a whim. All the lords of the kingdom would do well to remember that.
Your aunt said you weren't a fool, but I don't know that I'm convinced. Think you're gonna have a male, have a son, and people aren't gonna raise a little bit of a fuss? Including those close to you? Seems a tad bit out of touch.
What do you make of Lord Jason's proposal?
That man's pride has pride.
You're not only Rhaenyra's father, you're the king. She'll do as you command.
Don't push it too hard, buddy.
I want her to be happy.
He wants her to be free. To choose. He loves her.
There is another choice beyond Castle Rock. One
What?
perhaps you might be more comfortable with, one closer to home.
You want her to marry you?
Prince Aegon.
Wait. What?
The boy just turned 2, Otto.
Yes, but it would cease the endless proposals for Rhaenyra's hand.
No.
Not to be suffocated by all this fucking politicking.
Let us speak no more of it.
Your children should marry is a wild thing. Maybe, I mean, not so wild for Targaryens, right? But a 2-year-old and now I would imagine a 17-year-old? Come the heck on. I mean, and then he doesn't have to denounce her as heir, right? Oh, this is getting dark.
We've sent outriders to find Rhaenyra, Your Grace. Sir Criston went after her, so the hope is that they are together.
The girl is a heedless contrarian.
Whoa.
If I instead forbade her to wed a Lannister, she would have run off with Lord Jason out of spite.
Maybe you should have tried that.
Targaryen king I am.
Oh, buddy. Put the wine down.
King Jaehaerys ruled over half a century of peace while his children drove him to the edge of madness. His daughters in particular.
She is strong-willed. It is admirable.
Do you wish to hear my opinion on the matter?
Oh. Go for it.
The best match for Rhaenyra is the son of the sea snake, Sir Laenor.
Oh.
Some years ago, I counseled you to take his sister to wife. My reasoning remains the same.
Huh. Politically, I do fuck with that reasoning. And perhaps a lot of distress could have been avoided if he would have proposed this solution himself.
Spoke of it, it would do much to assuage Lord Corlys of any slights, real or imagined.
See? But doing this 2 years ago would have been... It's okay, though.
We must pray, of course, that Laenor survives the fighting in the Stepstones.
Was she out there? He? How old is he now?
Tell me something, Sir Kristen. Do you think the realm will ever accept me as their queen?
No. Oh! Oh, shit! Damn! Oh, no! Oh my gosh! Oh, that hurt! Ah! Ooh! Oh. Oh, Rhaenyra. Oh. Oh.
I named her to protect the realm from Daemon. She was my only child.
Uh-oh.
I named her Heart of Love because I no longer believed.
Believed what, my love?
But he could have a son.
Many in my line have been dragon riders. Very few among us have been dreamers. What is the power of a dragon? It's the power of prophecy. As vivid as these flames I saw it. A male babe, born to me, wearing the conqueror's crown.
You do have a male now.
I thought Rhaenyra was the way out of my abyss of grief and regret. And naming her heir would begin to set things right.
Oh, it did.
I never imagined I would remarry. That I would have a son.
He wants to name his son his heir.
What if I was wrong?
Sounds like he's already made up his mind, if I'm honest. Will you stand up for her now? I feel like he's about to burn his entire life down. Or maybe Rhaenyra's. He did it out of love, but he definitely is second guessing it, right? Am I picking up on that wrong?
He may not be white, Your Grace, but he's a big lad.
I could think that killed a little bit of the dreamer in him. Oh. Yikes.
One more time, Your Grace. Put a bit to your left.
Oh, he missed.
Yeah!
Woo! Sorry, I was afraid he was about to go the way of Robert Baratheon. That's a shot with her, the blood in her hair. Holy shit. Is she a dreamer? No. It's a beacon of hope for her, and she let it live. The hope can live on then. Everyone looks at her like she's kind of some piece of meat. Not necessarily like sexually, but she's so perceived. Which is fair, right? Like, she's there. She's the princess. She disappeared.
How fared my grandson?
The ladies Lannister and Redwine were quite taken with him.
As they should be. He's the future of the realm.
Wow.
You yourself witnessed the scale of the celebration, how it united the men. When you bore the king a son, you ended 15 years of
she started as a friend to Rhaenyra. I don't think she's forgotten that. Yikes.
If Viserys were to name him heir, the realm would fate him for it. Or does this not please you? Do you not want your son to be king?
What mother wouldn't?
Smart one, I think.
They all swore obeisance to her. Our house among them.
That was before Aegon.
This is treason to even talk about this.
It wouldn't matter if she were Jaehaerys himself, born again. Rhaenyra
because she's... Wow.
Raise a man to steal his own sister's birthright?
It is Aegon that's being robbed.
Wow.
He's the firstborn son of the king. To deny that he is heir to the throne is to assail the laws of gods and men.
That's a bit strong.
You must guide Viserys towards reason. He'll never find it on his own.
That sucks. So he's pretty much married to the Hand.
How are you feeling, husband?
The gods have punished me for my indulgences.
At least the wine was good.
Too good.
I'm gonna say that next time I'm hungover. Gods have punished me for my indulgences.
Rhaenyra has come of age. She must needs marry a High Lord who will honor her, defend her, and serve her as king consort.
I do believe that Rhaenyra will marry your grace. But she must believe it is her choice to do so.
Yeah, I think that's very true. Very wise. And as it is her right.
What's this?
A letter.
Lord Corlys and Prince Daemon are losing their war.
Our war.
This is a plea for aid.
Oh shit.
Then why not send it?
Yeah, we absolutely should.
Spotted by two malcontents, unhappy with decisions I made. If I now provide Daemon and Corlys succor.
Yeah, but the rest of the realm seems to think that you guys are at war. Just...
What do you believe, Viserys?
That I am forever doomed to anger one person in the pleasing of another.
Is it better for the realm if the crab feeder thrives, or is vanquished?
Good question. I like her.
I'm sending word to Daemon. Aid is sailing to the Stepstones.
Good. Wow.
Do you not think my decision correct?
It is no consequence to what I think, as I'm often reminded.
Ooh, wow. She has been stripped of her voice a lot.
Must everything be a battle?
If you refer to your attempt to marry me off to Casterly Rock,
why must every effort on your behalf be resisted, as if to the death?
because you mean to replace me. You have no further use for me. You might as well peddle me for what you can.
Wow.
You have misjudged me, Rhaenyra.
Oh, know it.
I don't know. I don't think she's misjudged you that much.
It is true that as rulers we must marry for advantage, to forge alliances and bolster our strength. You have always understood this.
She has.
I do not seek to replace you, child. I will not live forever. I wish to see you contented, happy even.
You think a man will do it?
Ooh.
What would you have me do?
If it was for advantage, you would have wed Lena Velaryon.
Wow. Wow.
That is true enough. You must marry. Strengthen your own claim. Shore up your succession. Multiply.
Yikes.
Find one that pleases you, as I did.
Oh.
Rhaenyra. I did waver.
Wow. Wow.
But I swear to you now, on your mother's memory, you will not be supplanted.
Please keep to that. Because we saw you waver and it seemed distraught.
We are faltering and the Triarchy knows it. We must press the attack.
Wow.
Continue sending the dragons.
It's pointless, Father. The crab feeders created a choke point here.
Oh. He's of a good age.
The crab feeder and his men have no reason to leave those caves.
We must give them one. An offering of flesh to bait the crab.
Show me the knight who will march into that hell-pit, nephew, and I will show you a madman.
Daemon.
Daemon is why we are losing.
Oh, wow.
What role have you played in his council, Uncle? Other than Master of Complaints?
Enough, Leno.
Master of Complaints? That was cruel.
Blood or no, Vaymond. I will not have you stoke mutiny.
Wise. Mutiny would be unwise.
If you do not seize control of this war, my lord, the crabs will soon dine on all of us.
Daemon does seem a little lackluster, like just a little casual.
Prince Daemon, I bring word from His Grace Viserys Targaryen.
He is sending help. Ooh, Daemon's gonna hate this. Oh. Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh, I thought he was gonna hate it. I didn't think it was worth murdering someone over.
Brother, I have ordered 10 ships and 2,000 men to set sail from King's Landing. Know that it is not my desire to see you fail in your cause. It is instead my hope that this aid will deliver the victory that has thus far evaded us.
Us. That's a lot of us's. Viserys. Uh-oh. Oh, what the heck are you about to go do? Wow, he's gonna wave the white flag? He's surrendering.
No.
They won't shoot him down. He's got a niece to marry. Oh, that sounds right. Oh. He does not want his brother's help. That was... put some fire in his step. That's crazy. Wow. He's motivated so pettily. To be fair, there was a lot of we and us in that letter. And there's not been a lot of we and us in this fight, Viserys. Yikes! Ooh! Ah! Ooh! 3? 2? Shit. Was it worth it? Just say it, I think our only hope here is Rhaenyra. I mean, she's not our only hope. There's definitely other people that could show up right now, but Daddy said, go seek out your own husband, and ooh! Oh, shit. So scary. That would be it's over. Game over. Wow. Fight your own battles, crab daddy. He's going after it. Oh, damn. Guess that's a victory. What? The white hair with blood in it really sends a message. Wow. Daemon was not going down without a fight. Not at all. Oh. My first instinct is to think that he ran in there because his reaction to that message was, I'm not gonna let my brother come in here and steal the glory, steal the win from me. Like, I'm the one who is fighting this battle. I'm the one who stood up against this evil, and I'm gonna take credit for it. And then the other part of me is like, maybe he knew that a dragon would also be coming. So it's not his dragon. At least I didn't think so. So that's interesting. politically it feels like a nightmare right now. Not in the enjoyment of it, but like for Rhaenyra, who is probably my favorite character. She's in a really difficult position, and she quite literally doesn't have a seat at the table, but is the heir to the throne. Her father is wavering, whether he likes to say it or not. I mean, maybe he really did waver and then he came back to his original thought, but he had that dream, and that dream never came back to him, of a son with the crown on. And the white stag Rhaenyra saw and didn't kill. Do you think killing the symbol of hope is... I'm glad that we didn't kill the symbol of hope, although I don't know, maybe killing the symbol of hope is... I'm not sure. Rhaenyra seeing the symbol of hope, though, I think signals the power behind her and what she can do and the opportunities she has. Now, I do think she's fighting a lot, and I don't blame her for fighting back against it, right? However, if she weren't a woman, she would have no problems getting married. Obviously, getting married, she's had to fight so hard to have respect because she is a woman. And bringing a man into anything that she's doing just feels... I can imagine, like, the motivation there is that it just doesn't align. Like, she's worked so hard to get the little respect that she does have, and she still can't even have... She's still... People still won't even fully listen to her, right? They only listen to her when it aligns with their viewpoint or their thoughts. Will she all of a sudden get that respect once she's married? And interestingly enough, right, her aunt, the princess, doesn't even have a seat at the table, and she was right up there, chosen to be leader right next to Viserys, and Viserys was chosen over her, and she doesn't even have a seat at the table, even though she was of... There were many people whose names were brought forward. There were only 2 that were chosen to be voted on at the end. And she was one of 2. And she still doesn't have a seat at the table. Her husband does. Granted, her husband does come from family of great importance and great power and ships and whatnot. So, you know, he had his own hold of power before marrying a Targaryen, but... That is kind of interesting that she doesn't have more say, have more rule, when you would think she should. So one could think that she can't have say, she can't have rule. Now Alicent's almost in this beautiful position because she married into that power, and granted, she is a little bit of a puppet to her father, which I would love to know if she stands with everything her father asks of her, or if she has like her own thoughts, or if her thoughts just align with her father's, and that's why she doesn't stand up to him, because she stands up for Rhaenyra every once in a while. I think my fear is that Rhaenyra will go for Daemon and want to marry Daemon. I don't know. I still think there was kind of something going on. It's very interesting, the time jumps in House of the Dragon. I think the first episode was like a couple of months. The second episode was 6 months. And then this episode was 2 years. But yeah, so it was the first episode, and then it was 6 months difference, and then 2 years difference. We're only on the 3rd episode. So we span a lot of time. So there's really no telling where in the world we'll be when we come back for episode 4 in terms of time, and in terms of what could happen, what will happen, what will move. For all we know, we'll see nothing of Rhaenyra picking a partner. They don't really dwell on moments in House of the Dragon. Granted, I think the lore of, well, I'm assuming, I'm giving them this credit, that the lore of the Targaryens does span out over like such a longer time that they can't really squeeze it all into like 1 month changes between each episode. So they're trying to give us a lot of lore, and that lore spans over a good bit of time. It does make me feel a little less immersed though, especially when you realize like you're coming in 2 years later and now there's already a son and she's pregnant again, and more than 2 years because it's his second birthday, so at least 2 years and 9 months, assuming she got pregnant right away after the end of through the end of episode 2. I think this was a big moment for Daemon though. Daemon running in there and killing the crab daddy guy, assuming he killed the actual guy, which also, what a coward to just walk away. I mean, I guess he was just so sure that his own people would win, that his own side would win, but he let his guard down, I guess. Just imagine he went in there and he was just snacking on a crab and then all of a sudden chopped in half, probably from behind. I don't imagine Viserys has a ton of honor when it comes to fighting. But at least Viserys fights. I think that is something interesting, like, or not Viserys, Daemon. At least Daemon fights, right? Because Viserys is kind of sitting there like, we and us and this fight that we're in, and also while at the same time taking no ownership of that fight, only joining in at the last minute, being so steadfast that we're not at war, that's no war to be, you know, a part of, it's not really for us, like being so removed from it, only to then try to come in at the end and be a hero, but like to do it in such a passive way. He leads very passively, I think, but I do wonder, because there was that line about how Jaehaerys, the last king, right? How he ruled for so long in peace, but like the people who gave him the most problem were his own daughters. But he ruled in peace. And so it seems like things have been at peace for the Targaryens, for the 7 kingdoms. I mean, this is really the free cities, right? But I don't know. Lots of turmoil. Lots and lots and lots and lots of turmoil. Excited to keep going through season 1. I do feel, I was talking at the end of last episode, that I wanted to be like a little more immersed in the other side of the story, to like kind of not just be immersed in the story, because like obviously I understand what's going on, but like to want to cheer for them or feel rightful in like disliking them enough. And I do feel a little more immersed. I feel like the walls are starting to blur down on like what's good, what's bad, what's right, what's wrong. And here we go. This is the world of Westeros. We'll see you in episode 4. If you want full-length reactions to this or anything else that you see on this channel and more, head on over into Patreon. Otherwise, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And I'll see you in episode 4.